Today, we're going to talk about one thing that is absolutely killing your content. This one thing is completely sabotaging your content, and we're going to talk about it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Eliseo. Welcome back to my channel. But if this is your first time here, we're all about pursuing our passion, fulfilling our purpose, and producing profit. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please consider subscribing. Whew, it feels good. It's April 1st. Probably by the time this video comes out, it's going to be April 2nd because it's like late night already. But man, listen, this ain't no April Fool's video. I got something that I want to get off my chest. It's low-key like a rant, you dig? But, you know, I said instead of just getting on here ranting, I'm gonna actually try to make this a teachable moment and a digestible piece of content the best I can. But I do believe it's something that'll be beneficial to a lot of content creators. But listen, the reason of this video, and I really feel like it's something that's kind of personal with me, is it's just an observation that I made. And you know, I just want to talk to you about this. And like I said, I believe that for a lot of content creators, this is actually like content suicide, in my opinion. That might be what I named the video, like content suicide. This is absolutely killing your content. It's making sure that your content doesn't stand a chance. And it comes down to one word: engagement. Or in this case, it will be the lack thereof, the lack of engagement, you know. So that is a huge problem that I see with newer, smaller content creators. They're not taking notes from the big, successful content creators and how they engage. They're not really paying attention to how big content creators engage to start a ripple effect, a wave effect, like a trifecta effect of getting engagement, comments, likes, views. It's like it all starts honestly with engagement and re-engagement. You have to excuse me if I'm talking kind of fast. Like I said, I'm fired up. Been on self-quarantine for 2 weeks. I just feel like I have a lot of energy bottled up in me. So I'm gonna try to talk as palatable as I can, all right, so you can digest what I'm trying to convey to you, okay? But I need to paint a picture for you as it relates to engagement and where we fall short. And I'm gonna say we because I'm learning as well, you know. But let me paint this picture. A content creator, they have all these steps that they go through before they actually release a piece of content. You know, for instance, the conceptualization, big word. Yeah, the conceptualization of the content, right? The actual brainstorming of the content, writing the ideas down, right? Centralizing the information, the research, the bullet points, the scripting, if you will. That's just the whole mental creative inception side of the content, right? But then after that's over, you have the actual technical side of the content, which is after you do all that, now it's time to actually formulate that content into a piece of creative art, right? So now you have your camera, your lighting, your set, your scene. You have all these elements that go into actually having good quality content, right? Especially if it's video, and you film the video. And after you get done filming the video, now you actually have to edit the video, make it nice and neat and all these things that go into it. So then after you edit the video, now you actually have to release this video. You have to release it on all the platforms that you're on. You have to post it. You have to share it. You have to do all these things to get your content in front of people, right? So in a lot of cases, you know, good content creators, for good content, good piece of content, that's at least a couple hour process. And depending on the type of content that you release, that can be from a couple hours, right, to a couple days. Now stick with me because there's a reason why I'm painting this picture. So you take a couple hours up to a couple days to make a piece of content that you put on social media, share on your website, your blogs, your social media platforms, whatever the case may be, your YouTube channel, Facebook, of course, Twitter, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. You all know all the platforms, right? So you do that. And when you post it, this is where it gets interesting, because for most people, I'm a content creator, okay? And I'm just being real with you. For most content creators, we share our content on these platforms, and I'm just gonna be real with you. I would say a good 90% of people, and I'm just being 100 with you. Now, we can talk about this in the comment section. If you disagree with my numbers or my stats or whatever, then let me know in the comment section. Let me know. But I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. I believe, just from experience, that about 90% of the people who see your content, guess what they do? They scroll right past it. Oh, that's Eliseo. He dropped another video, another piece of content, blah, blah, blah. Same thing with you. That's so-and-so. That's so-and-so. They just dropped another video. They literally scroll right past your stuff. So all that hard conceptualization, big word, all that scripting and editing and all the filming and all the different things research you did to centralize this information for them, all that in their opinion is out the window. It means literally it means a hill of beans. It adds up to a hill of beans to them, because when they see your content, this nice polished effort and energy and time and sweat equity that you put into this piece of content, they're gonna scroll right past it. That's just what people do. 90% of people. So then, right, you have another, let me say, 80, about 85%, because I gotta get my numbers right. So then you have another 5 to 10%. So you have 85% of people who will scroll past it. Then you have another 5 to 10% that will bring you up to like 95%, to 5 to 10% of people who will actually see your content, right? They see your content and they actually watch your content. They'll actually watch it. They click on it, watch it, and then, oh, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. They watch it and then they keep scrolling. So once again, all that time and sweat equity and energy and research and all that stuff, you didn't really get any feedback or engagement from that, because they watched it, but they kept scrolling, kept it moving. So you don't have any data. You don't have any type of metric to really to gauge or engage your viewer right there. So yeah, that's 85% scroll past. The other 5 to 10% will watch it. But then you have that's we're at 95%. But then you have that 3 to 5% of people, right? 3 to 5% of people will actually watch your content, and guess what? They actually comment on your content. They engage with your content, whether that's like it, leave a comment, whatever the case may be. They may say something like, this is dope. Or they may say, oh, I like this, bruh. Or good work, good stuff. Most of the times we're on social media, people are moving fast, they're consumed with a bunch of things, pulling them 100 different ways. So a lot of times really good, kind-hearted people will just say, hey, good stuff, bro. I like this. Cool. Good work. Amazing. Keep it moving. Stuff like that. Just a word of a confidence or whatever the case may be. But they engage. That's that 3 to 5%. It's really, honestly, I'm being generous when I say 3 to 5%, because it's really more like 1% of people. Really, to be really real with you, it's more like 1 to 3% of people that will actually stop scrolling, watch your content, then actually click on your content to leave a comment. It's more like 3 to 5%. I'm just being 100 with you. And just to break that down, if you have 5,000 friends in Facebook, yeah, I'm talking about maybe 5 people. That's not even 1%, because 1%, I'm bad at math. I think 1% is 50 people. But yeah, that's like maybe you may get 5 comments on your content. And, of course, this may go up if you have special projects. I'm talking about just if you're being consistent with content, releasing content. It's more like 3 to 5% of people will actually comment on your content. So I said all that to say, to set the stage. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because now the numbers, the odds, all the energy and effort that you put into making that piece of content, the time, 2 hours to sometimes 2 days, right? And then sharing it, and then all the people who scrolled past it, people who watched it, and people who actually engaged in it. And this is where I would say a good 90% of content creators completely kill their content. And that comes back to when it's time to re-engage with the 3 to 5%, or more like 1 to 3% of people who actually took the time out of their busy lives to leave a comment and engage with your content. Most content creators do not re-engage with that very specific number of people who showed engagement. And that's detrimental. And I'm going to give you two major reasons why it's detrimental and why it is literally killing your content. The first major reason why not engaging with your comment section, right? Meaning leave comments back, re-engaging with your people, is because you failed a test. And I know you're like, what do you mean, Eliseo, you failed a test? What do you mean by that? Yeah, you failed a major test in your content strategy and in your engagement or lack thereof. See, that person who left that comment on your content, that person who engaged with your content, they appreciated the art and the content that you delivered. And by them saying, hey, this is dope, or this is amazing, or man, like this, good stuff, whatever they left, by you not going back as soon as you can and saying to that person, I appreciate you watching my content. It don't take a whole lot. Let's not be pretentious and be like, write a book. You don't take all that, but it absolutely does take you to go back and say, hey, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you don't mind, ask a question. If you don't mind, tell me what you liked about it. One of my favorite things I like to tell people is, what was a takeaway? Like, what's a takeaway you got from it? What do you like about it? You have to understand what people like about your content so you can now have data to make more of the type of content that people like. You don't even have these metrics, this data, because you're not even asking, you're not even stepping down, you're not even probing, you're just leaving valuable information on the table because you're not re-engaging. So yes, getting back to my point, you failed the test. See, that person knows that you're not on TV. That person knows you're not a huge content creator. That person knows they never seen you before. That person is just like, you're just a peer to them. You did? So by you not re-engaging with them, you already showed them that you're not a serious content creator. You're not a serious, and in their head, a lot of times, and for some people, it may not be this serious, but for a lot of people, it is. I have conversations and strategy sessions and different things like this. And I ask for feedback, and I ask for people to give me different, methods and things that they look for. And trust me, when you don't re-engage back with people who engage with you initially, then they already coined you in their head as this person is not a serious content creator, entrepreneur, creative, whatever the case may be, because they know that it's super important for you to re-engage with them, to bring them closer into your world, to figure out more about them as a consumer. They consumed your content, right? And also for you to figure out more about yourself as a creator. Trust me, you failed the test when you do not re-engage with people who engage with you. You failed the test. They know that, and you're the only person that don't know that. So that's the first major reason why it's important to re-engage with people who engage with you first, because you don't want to fail that test. You don't want to fail the test. Trust me, if you took 2 hours to 4 to maybe a day to up to 2 days to make this piece of content, and depending on how meticulous your content is, or how much detail or how much research or editing you do, it could take up to a good 2 days to put out a decent piece of content. If you're going to take all that time to create a piece of content, you can take 3 seconds, bro. You can take 3 seconds to actually say to somebody who hits your content up and leave a comment. You can actually say to them, hey man, I appreciate you watching. Hey man, if you don't mind sharing, or hey, what did you like about my content? Or was there any takeaways? Or, hey, I just appreciate you. Thanks. If you want more, check out my YouTube channel, or like my Facebook page, or join my group. Like, so many opportunities are left on the table when you don't re-engage with people who engage with your content. So that's the first thing right there. You're missing opportunities and you're failing the content creator test, right? When you do not re-engage with people who engage with you first, right? The second reason why Re-engaging with people who leave comments on your content is super important. Is because from a platform standpoint, all these platforms are ran by algorithms and artificial intelligence and bots and things like that crunch numbers at a millisecond and crunch data and things at a millisecond to know what is best for the platform at that particular time. I said all that to say, when you re-engage with the content on your page and the people who's leaving comments, then you are telling the platform that you are there, that you are keeping people on the platform, that you are re-engaging with people. And it literally, I know you've seen it. I know you've seen when you re-comment on one of your posts that you left on your page or business page or group or something like that. I know you've seen how it bumps it up in the algorithm and bumps it back to people's top viewership. It bumps it right back to the top. And I know I see it when somebody leave me a comment. I may not, see it till hours later, you know what I'm saying? But when I say take the time at the end of the night or whatever to comment to that person, I may have stopped even getting likes on that post like 2 or 3 hours ago. But as soon as I go back and comment or re-engage with somebody who left a comment hours ago, I say, hey, appreciate it, bro. Or hey, blah, 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 blah. I start getting likes again on that post, because as soon as you re-engage, it bumps your content back up in the algorithm and starts showing it to more people. So, that is one of the most important things you can do, is keep your content circulating on the platform and keep it in front of people. And if you're not re-engaging with people who initially engage with you and your content, you're literally, that's why I said I might name this content suicide, because you're literally killing your own content and you're just not even giving your content a chance to see the light of day or maximizing the viewership and the opportunity of your content. So it's like, you have to engage with the people who engage with you. Most content creators that are kind of getting in this thing, like myself, I know some super dope content creators. A lot of them are friends, homeboys, and this video is for you. I'm not gonna call no names or nothing like that, because we're all learning, you dig? But I just see opportunities all the times on my friends content and my whatever my associates content. I'm like, oh, this is a dope piece of content, but they just let it get lower on the algorithm, and a dope piece of content that just dies out in like a day or two, when they can literally, by re-engaging with people who comment on their content, they can literally keep it up and circulating on the platform far longer. You know what I'm saying? So you have to take the standpoint, you have to take a super humble standpoint, right? And really say to yourself, I put all this time and energy in creating this content. I need to put just as much time and energy as in keeping this content circulating on the platform, because all that stuff before that, it would be a waste if you didn't. So you're not that busy, especially if you're not. I mean, you're on the platform anyway. You're not that busy to where you can't take 3 seconds to reply to a comment, right? And another thing that people do that is really bad and showing your cards is some content creators, they pick and choose who they want to re-engage with, and that's really bad. It's like some people have in their head a VIP section. It's weird. They have a VIP section of people that if this VIP section of people comment on my content, then I'm gonna re-engage with them people. But if regular schmegular people comment on my content, I'll just like their comment. I won't say nothing back. That's bad, because think about it, the people in your head that you have in this VIP engagement section, right? They are the people that's not gonna buy your stuff. They're not gonna support your stuff. They're not gonna spend no money on your stuff, because half the time you have them in this VIP section because you might look up to them or you might aspire to be where they're at. But if they leave a thumbs up on your content or say that's good stuff, and you break out and write a book, oh, thank you for watching, oh, that's awesome, yeah, thanks, bro, I appreciate it, bro. And then you got this other person over here who left you a whole book of a comment. Hey, I really like how you did this, I like how you did that, looking forward to seeing more stuff from you, and you just leave a thumbs up on their comment, didn't even reply back to it. once again, you failed the test. You failed the test because now you have all these passive buyers looking at how you engage with your comment section, and they can see real quick. They can see through you real quick and be like, oh, he only engaged with the VIP people on his content. He don't engage with the regular people who he don't really know, or people who he don't feel is as successful. And that's bad, bro. That is showing your card, showing your hand really bad. Like, that's super bad. You know what I'm saying? So I may have a personal thing against that because it happens to me and it happens to other people, but don't do that. Treat everybody in your comment section like equals, okay? From the CEOs to the business owners to the, you know, sole proprietors to the 9-to-5ers to the janitors to the whoever. Like, treat everybody in your comment section like they are gold, because they are. You know, treat everybody in your comment section like gold. Don't be playing favorites in your comment section, and don't be having no VIP list of engagement people in your comment section, because you're showing your hand. And I guarantee you this. Hear me out. Okay? Hear me out. Hear me good. When you have a person who comments on your content, who's never commented on your content before, right? This is a new person, an organic person who the platform showed your content to. They gave an impression to somebody, and that person saw that thumbnail or impression and clicked through to watch your content. Organic person now, don't know who you are, from Sam Hill, and they click on your content and they engage with your content. Leave a comment. If you do not jump on and re-engaging with that person, meaning thanks for watching, or I appreciate you for watching, or hey man, thank you for taking the time to watch, like something, say something, answer a question if they ask a question. Never leave a question unanswered. If you do that, you have just lost a potential buyer, consumer, supporter, because I guarantee you that person 9 times out of 10, if you don't re-engage with that person, you have lost them, and they're probably not going to re-engage with your stuff again because you left them hanging. And you made them feel bad. You left them hanging. I know you on the other end of the screen saying it's not that serious, bro. No, it is that serious. It's that serious when you have organic people seeing your stuff, engaging with your stuff, and you are not re-engaging with them, right? It really is that serious. You've lost. Back to my first point, you failed the test. You lost an organic potential prospect or client or future supporter, or whatever the case is. You have to re-engage with, especially the people you don't know. The people you do know who've been supporting you, appreciate them and thank them, and of course re-engage with them as well. Absolutely. Because like I said, even if you got in your head, I'm just busy guy, which you're not that busy. Okay, let's be real. You're not that busy. If you're sitting here making content for a platform, you're not that busy to re-engage with the comments on that platform. You're not too busy. But even if you want to say in yourself and make yourself feel like you're that busy, and you don't have the time to re-engage with people on your content, then do it for selfish reasons. At least do it for that. If you're not doing it for the true sense of servicing your engagement on your content, then at least do it for selfish reasons, and at least comment back to at least keep your content up in the algorithm. At least do it for that. At least say, hey, I don't really got time for this, but I will just re-comment and re-engage with these people, or some of these people who I don't want to engage with, just to keep my content up in the algorithm, so the platform will keep sharing my stuff and showing it to more people. So I don't know if you know how it works, but the more engagement you have on your content, then the more the platform will open it up to a bigger audience. So they might test it with 5% of your audience, and then it doubles to 10%, and then it doubles to 20%, and then it doubles to 40%, and then it doubles to 80%. But depending on how much engagement you have, and the cool thing about it is your engagement counts. Your re-engagement on your content absolutely counts. So take this for example. If you drop a video and your 1 to 3% of the people who actually comment on your video is 10 comments. If you re-comment and re-engage with those people, that was 10 comments now turned into 20 comments. To the platform, that's gold. To the platform, it's like, let's open this up. Let's double the viewership. Let's double the impressions, right? So now you just graduated from 10% of people seeing it to 20%. And then when they open it up to those 20 people, if another 3 to 5 people comment and you go re-engage, now that's another 6 to 10 people comments, including yours. Now the platform is like, oh, it did well when we opened it up to the new set of people. So now when you keep re-commenting, it's just going to keep bubbling your content. So at least comment and re-engage on your content for selfish reasons. At least do it for that. You're only helping yourself and you don't look so bad. People can't really say, well, he's doing it for selfish reasons, because you're actually re-engaging. If you don't have the time to do that, that's why people hire social media managers, or at least, some type of assistant, and their sole job is to re-engage with the comments. You even see big companies. Look at big companies on Facebook. They reply. It's mind-blowing, but I understand why they do it. Go to big companies pages, big Fortune 500 company pages. When they leave a post, I don't know if they pay an intern or somebody, but somebody's there replying to each comment, even troll comments. It'd be like, oh, I hate this product. They be right there. Well, I'm sorry you hate this product, but hey, we have a new product. Try that out. It's like, not only did they re-engage with the troll, but they had a call to action to get that troll to go buy something else. And 9 times out of 10, the troll do. That's just the power of re-engaging and yeah. So I mean, I'm turned up. As you can see, I'm turned up today. But this is a topic, man, that I really feel like a lot of people miss, man. A lot of people miss this part of their content, and it's absolutely killing their content. Don't be a lazy content creator, and don't be a stuck-up content creator on your high horse, or maybe feel like you're above re-engaging with people, because you're truly hurting yourself. So listen, don't be out here not engaging with people who engage with you. Do not be out here feeling like you are too big and bad, or too important, or too busy, or any of these things to re-engage with people who took their time to engage with your content. You're really shooting yourself in the foot, and you're really killing your content. Is content suicide. And if you're wondering why your content isn't going anywhere, or you're wondering why more people aren't engaging with it, it's because they gave you a chance. They engaged with it the first time and you didn't say nothing. You left them there hanging, and they literally shrugged it off. And now every time they see your content online, they keep scrolling. Because they remember how it felt when you didn't say nothing to them the first time, when they said, good job, hey, dope, good content, and you didn't even say thank you. Like, let's be real. Let me just be real for a second. Those 2 words are probably some of the most powerful words for humanity, first of all, but definitely in content creation, definitely in entrepreneurship. Thank you. Don't undervalue those 2 words. If you don't know what to say, right? If you don't want to be pretentious or feel like you're being extra, when somebody comes on your content and leaves a comment, dope, good job, I like this, thanks for sharing, just say thank you. When you don't know what else to say thank you. And that will at least seal that person as a person who will continue to engage with your content, continue to leave comments, share your content, and be drawn more and more into your world because you showed gratitude. That's really what this all comes down to. You can't be out here being a content creator and not a grateful content creator, and not showing gratitude every chance you get to people who are the 1%ers, 3%ers, 5%ers of people who's actually engaging with your content. You need to be bending backwards. You need to be going over and beyond, right? The call of duty, so to speak, to show those people you appreciate their engagement, right? And if you do that, that 3%er will grow to the 5%er, to the 10%er, and you will just grow and cultivate a culture with your content and with your brand of gratitude, and you will just have a snowball effect of people who look forward to engaging with your content. But if you don't do that, you're going to find yourself having to start over every time you drop a piece of content, because you have new people who comment and you don't say nothing, so they stop commenting. Then you get better at your content creation, because you're like, oh, well, you know, as time go by, you get better. You drop another dope piece of content, then you have these new set of people who come and comment, but you're too busy, you're too whatever, Mr. Big, to say thank you or appreciate it or something. Then those people phase out, and it's like a vicious cycle of you just losing people's interest because you just can't show gratitude, man. Come on, man. It's frustrating because I see it so much, man. So many dope content creators are just on a hamster wheel of creating content after content that's not really going anywhere. And it's not because their content isn't good. It's because they're not going the extra mile to really show people that they appreciate them watching and sharing and engaging. Don't be that content creator, if that makes any sense. Man, I just feel like I had a ton of bricks lifted off my shoulders because I just got that off. So the question of the day is, do you know a content creator who's constantly not engaging with their comment section and just kind of re-engaging with people who engage with them? Do you know any content creators like that? Do you feel like I'm right? Do you feel like I'm wrong? Do you feel like I'm like being extra or maybe over analyzing? I am an analytical person, so maybe am I over analyzing this thing? Like, let me know if you believe that not engaging with your comment section is a content killer. I want to know from you. I want to hear from you. Do me a huge favor and watch these videos right here. Make sure to subscribe. So once again, thank you for watching. I do love y'all, and I will catch y'all in the next video.